Welcome to Mr. Foy's Easel. On a previous program, I was talking about the Halloween holidays and getting set to go into another upcoming holiday, and I drew a rather worried turkey at the end of that program. He was looking at November, probably looking toward the end of November, and with a very nervous expression on his face. Of course, he knows what that means for a lot of turkeys, because turkey is one of the big symbols of the Thanksgiving season. Of course, I'm referring to the enthusiasm for turkey dinners, and the big dinner and all the food. In fact, it occurred to me that in some respects, Thanksgiving can be represented by the 3 F's. Food, what would be the others? Family would come right in there, because the traditional ideal Thanksgiving is where you have a gathering of the family. And of course, this is not to minimize the importance of giving thanks or having gratitude for all the food and other blessings. But anyway, food, including turkey, but also including a lot of other sides, yams and pumpkin pie, and way too much, it seems, as you're getting up from the table. The third one, now this, at least for a lot of people, is football. So I thought a good way to remember some of the key aspects of Thanksgiving holiday are food, family, and football. Well, on this last one, I feel like I ought to illustrate this with a real contented guy sitting in his chair, and the TV, I don't have room for it here, but it's over here. And, well, it looks like is pretty well fed, and he's all settled down to watch his favorite team play football, college football, that is. So, haven't time to draw other members of the family. Presumably, some of them are cleaning up after the big meal. There are various other aspects of Thanksgiving that I could go into, but I want to shift briefly to the day after Thanksgiving. And I'm talking about Black Friday, when there's a big rush to the shopping malls, people to buy stuff for Christmas. So we're looking ahead to Christmas. Actually, Christmas decorations and sales have been underway for a long time, but still the Friday after Thanksgiving, we might represent it as something like this. Of course, I'm exaggerating the mad rush, perhaps. After the big sale anticipating shopping deals for Christmas. So we have what comedians call a segue from Thanksgiving to Christmas. And, well, I keep repeating myself with turkeys, but, turkey dinner is a big thing Thanksgiving, when all the family gets around. I mean, it's a big day at Christmas, just like Thanksgiving. So it occurred to me that if our turkey managed to escape the acts of Thanksgiving, why, he's still not, as we say, out of the woods. Well, moving on to more about Christmas, there's so much that we could talk about, but I think one thing to begin with is the colors of Christmas. Now, on the previous program, I talked about how orange and black are the main colors for Halloween. Well, that's not the case with Christmas. We have quite a bit of green, usually darker green than that, but green shows up on the wrapping paper and, of course, on the Christmas tree. And the red is a big color everywhere from wrapping paper to Santa Claus's suit, and oftentimes blue, especially when we're talking about the snow. That is the ideal thing for a, shall we call, a white Christmas, and then you can add white there. Let's take a short break and then do some more Christmas cartoons.
Home security is now available through Conway Corp. It's an advanced solution backed by people you know and trust. Customize your system with motion detectors, sensors, light controls, and more, all managed from your wireless touchscreen or mobile phone. It's an easy way to protect the things that matter and the ones who matter most. It's safety for you, powered by Conway Corp.
Well, we're back. There's so many symbols of the Christmas season that I'm only going to provide you with a few of them. Of course, the Christmas season, like Thanksgiving, is a lot of focus on food, but Christmas candy, like the very popular candy cane. This is a reminder of the Christmas season. And of course, things like this that hang from the tree. I'm talking about Christmas tree ornaments, and also bells. Not just the image of bells, but the sound of them, and Christmas music, and on sleigh bells, if you happen to live in an area where people still ride in sleighs. Of course, the Christmas tree is very symbolic of Christmas. And the figures at a Christmas parade, the end of the parade usually features this jolly fella. Of course, I'm talking about Santa. And of course, to be realistic about it, we all know that Santa has been around ringing his bell and collecting money long before December 25th. But there are different ways of drawing this jolly fellow. But let's put emphasis on the jolly, because he and most other Christmas figures represent the fun of Christmas, the happiness. If you see Santa's reindeer, particularly this one, in cartoons, he's going to be happy. And again, coming back to the importance of the red color, this, of course, is supposed to be Rudolph. And why wouldn't he be happy? He was chosen to guide his sleigh tonight. Of course, now, don't overlook this happy fellow. And of course, I'm talking about our good friend Frosty. Frosty the Snowman led them down the streets of town, etc., etc. Of course, he, being a snowman, why, the cartoonist had put a little tinge of blue around the edges there to emphasize the snow. And let's continue with the red as a sign of the happy season. Now, there's one exception to what I've been saying about all the smiley faces. Oh, watch this. I'll show you what I mean. Well, I don't know if you recognize my attempt at drawing this character, but he is one of the baddies in the cast of characters at Christmas. I'm referring to the Grinch, who, as you may recall, stole Christmas, apparently, but he didn't get to keep it. Well, I want to show the exception. The exception proves the rule. Mostly happy campers, but that mean old Grinch is in the situation. Now, Christmas comes and Christmas is over, and right after Christmas, immediately after, in most cases, you have this same thing, post-Christmas sales. Everything marked down, come one, come all. Okay, have a happy Christmas. This is all we have today. Remember, you can reach Mr. Foy's Easel at conwaycorp.com.